everyone, this is Peak Entertainment and we're back again, and here now we have another video for you, and we're going to talk about the recent announcement of the new casting for Superman, Clark Kent and Lois Lane for James Gunn's upcoming Superman Legacy project. So then the news broke yesterday on the 27th of June 2023, and it was also confirmed via James Gunn's Twitter account that American actor David Corenswet will be in the lead role as both Superman and Clark Kent. American actress Rachel Brosnahan has been cast in the role as Daily Planet reporter Lois Lane. The Superman Legacy project is still due for release on July 11th, 2025. Now, to be honest, I haven't really seen any material from either actor, either in terms of movies or television series. But when looking up their credentials, we can see that David Corenswet is 29 years old and has largely been mostly a television and streaming actor, making appearances in Netflix's House of Cards, the series of Hollywood in the year 2000. He also starred in the HBO series We Own the City in 2022. He also starred in the feature film called Pearl in 2022 by the company A24, who, as we all know, produced the Oscar-winning hit Everything Everywhere All at Once. And he's also set to star in the Apple TV series Lady in the Lake in 2023, starring alongside the likes of Natalie Portman, Moses Ingram and Dylan Arnold. Now, in terms of Rachel Brosnahan, she has a much more prolific status, having also starred in the House of Cards series, and she's gained a lot of critical reception for her role in the period drama The Marvelous Miss Maisel, of which she has won both Golden Globe and Emmy Awards. So then, after months of multiple auditions and screen tests, will these two be able to provide a strong interpretation of Superman and Lois for the new James Gunn era? Well, as I mentioned already, I cannot really comment on their acting prowess, but from an aesthetic point of view, I don't really have too many complaints. And I'm sure if you go online, you'll be able to see many digital mock-ups of him within the costume as Superman. He does have a similar look to Henry Cavill facially, and I've already seen a lot of discourse online about people feeling that this is a bad move because it's once again reminding people of how Henry Cavill could and maybe should have been a great Superman overall. So this could be perhaps a deliberate move from James Gunn to try and appease the Snyder fans as well, having an actor who looks much more of a younger version of Henry Cavill. Corenswet is also 6'4", so he definitely has the height of Superman, which is also a good thing. He's far more slender in build than what Cavill was, but that's fine. He has plenty of time to train and bulk up, so there's no doubt that he'll have the ideal Superman physique when it comes to the movie overall being released. And I suppose the bigger conversation will be, how good of a Clark Kent can he be in terms of a character? Now, we do know that this will be a far more younger version, just making his way into Metropolis and meeting Lois Lane for the first time. So it is to an extent an origin story, but I think what's needed the most is a Clark Kent that has a very distinctive personality away from Superman. Just like what we saw with the Christopher Reeve movies, and sadly what we didn't see within the Snyder films, where basically Clark Kent and Superman seem to have the same persona. Very much a lackluster character overall. So we can't really speculate much more than that in terms of how Corenswet will do in terms of this character. I am glad that James Gunn hasn't subsided to doing any crazy little race changes or ethnicity changes in terms of the character. Superman should be white and tall and have black slick hair. That's always how the character should be. So I'm glad that they haven't done anything crazy regarding the look of the character. Now, when we look at Rachel Brosnahan, she definitely looks like Lois Lane. Again, keeping with a much more similar slim build as what we saw with both Margaret Kidder in the Christopher Reeve movies, and also most recently with Elizabeth Tulloch in Superman and Lois series. She seemingly has the acting credentials, so hopefully she'll be able to present that fiery, feisty, a very lively personality that we're accustomed with the character, having a somewhat cynical outlook on life, of course, which will be changed when she eventually meets Superman. And of course, what is most critical is that both she and Corenswet have absolutely great chemistry together. If we really look at the last two live-action interpretations, when we look at Brandon Routh and Kate Bosworth in Superman Returns and Henry Cavill and Amy Adams in Man of Steel, those two couples had absolutely zero chemistry together. You never really believed in the loving relationship or emotional attachment between those two characters. So I do believe that's what's needed the most in terms of these two actors. We have to firmly believe that Lois Lane can fall in love with Superman and that Clark Kent can fall in love with Lois Lane. Now, there has been further speculation as to who they will cast in the Lex Luthor role, and I'm not going to speculate on that too much because nothing's been confirmed. And also, to be honest, I kind of wish they would separate themselves away from Lex Luthor, Just like Darth Vader from Star Wars and the Joker from DC, Lex Luthor is a villain that's been way overused, and I do believe that Superman has enough of a rogues gallery that we can produce much more different and livelier antagonists. So whilst it seems likely that they will cast Lex Luthor in this role, I do hope that we do get much more of a dominant villain, perhaps in the mould of maybe Brainiac, Metallo or Parasite. Lex Luthor can be much more of a secondary character that maybe can be built up throughout further movies after that. But going back to Corenswet and Brosnahan, I really hope that we can produce a Clark Kent and Lois Lane that can relate to audiences today. I really believe that they should have held back on this announcement. I can't see why they had to do it now. Maybe it was to take attention away from the massive box office failure from The Flash. Maybe it was to appease the rumours. We've already had many reports and speculations regarding the auditions for Superman, so maybe they felt it was time to break the news now as it was leaking anyway. And I have stated before that I do think that James Gunn really should be backing off in terms of any future announcements until the Snyderverse movies play out. But it's out there now, so hopefully the two actors can produce a truly super couple in Lois Lane and Clark Kent, and this can be further building blocks to finally getting a truly great modern day Superman movie. That's what we all need overall. So those are my overall thoughts and feelings on the recent casting of both Superman and Lois Lane within actors David Corenswet and also Rachel Brosnahan. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think this is an ideal couple? Do you have any other preferred choices that you would have liked to have seen within the roles? And if you do, let me know in the comments and we can have further debate and discussion after that. And of course, if there are any other further announcements regarding Superman Legacy, I will also report them within this channel. And if you have any other further suggestions regarding any other movies, television series, or any other topics within pop culture and entertainment scene that you'd like to see me cover, then also let me know in the comments and I will see if I can provide further commentary for you on that subject matter within the future. Please also hit and like the subscription and notification buttons so I can provide you with more high quality content like this in the future. But that's it for now. Take care of yourselves and I will see you very, very soon.